started lying down tonight, so just making your way down to the floor. And taking a few moments here to get comfortable. And just noticing how you're feeling after your day. Noticing any points of tension that you might be holding in your body, if there are any areas of tension. Is there any stress showing up in the body? With all the changes going on, can be a little bit heightening for the nervous system. So just noticing how you're feeling. Does it feel easy just to rest here, or do you feel a little restless or a little bit of tension? And let's bring our focus to the breathing. And noticing if it's easy to breathe. Does the breath want to move deeply tonight? Or is it feeling a little bit shallow? Are you breathing into the sides of the lungs? Notice how deep your breath is touching tonight. And just by having our focus here, we're starting to calm the nervous system, calm the body, calm the mind, letting the body know that it's safe to relax. And then as we go through the class, just being really connected to your body. Remember, you can always rest at any time. Just noticing how you're feeling in this moment. And on our next inhale, we're going to reach both arms back to the floor behind us, having a nice stretch here. And as we exhale, lowering the arms back down beside the body. And let's repeat this with the breath. And we want the breath to really determine the speed the arms are moving. So remembering that if your breath is slow, then the movement is slow. If the breath is moving faster, then the movement is quicker. We'll do 2 more rounds at your own pace. Really noticing the speed of your breath. And once you've completed the round that you're doing, we're going to bend the knees and bring our feet to the floor. And then just lengthening your tailbone down towards the bottom of your mat. We'll bring our knees and our feet together and take your hands to rest on the belly. On the inhale, we're going to reach the arms back and let the knees drop out to the side, soles of the feet together. And then as you exhale, hands to the belly and bring the knees back together. Let's do that 3 more times with your own breath. Inhale to open the hips, arms reach back, and exhale to draw inwards. On your next round, we're going to hold the position. So letting the knees drop out nice and wide. And then with your arms, let's see if we can take them out at shoulder height now. So the arms are out wide. And just being aware from the right fingertips through to the left fingertips, opening up across the chest, opening up your hips. One more deep breath here, just creating lots of space for the breath. And then on the exhale, hands come to the belly and knees together. Now relaxing the arms down beside your body. We're going to inhale both legs up into the air, reaching the arms back, feet are flexed. On the exhale, hands to knees and knees in toward the chest. Inhale, legs up, arms back. Exhale, drawing in. 2 more times. And on your final round, we're going to hold the position, reaching the legs up, feet flexed. And now with the hands, we're going to interlace them and then bring your head to rest on your hands. So the hands just gently cradling the head. And then from here, just for using your tummy muscles, we're going to lift the head slightly, but we don't want to be cranking the neck. We want to keep the neck long so your gaze is upwards toward the ceiling. And just feel your belly muscles engage, bringing a little bit of heat, a little bit of warmth here. And then lower the head, lower the arms down beside you, and then gently bringing the feet down to the floor. Keeping your knees and feet at hip width apart, we're going to come into wedge pose. So inhale, arms reach back, and we'll lift the spine up off the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. Connecting to your back on the exhale, lowering down nice and slowly. And as we do this movement, so repeating with your own breath, inhale to lift the hips, arms reaching back. And exhale, lower the hands, lower the back. And just being really present to the spine as you do this. So we'll do a couple more rounds. Feel each part touch the floor on the exhale. Let's do one final round. Beautiful. And now taking your knees back in towards the chest. On the inhale, we're going to reach our legs up into the air, arms back, so like we did before. And then once again, let's cradle the head. So just letting your head rest comfortably in your hands. And then on the exhale, just gently lift the head a little bit till you feel your tummy muscles engage. Now stay here, or you can lower your right leg toward the floor, let it hover. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, other leg. Inhale, back up. And then lower the head, bringing the knees in toward the chest, hands to knees. Just taking a moment here. And lowering the feet down to the floor. We're going to roll gently to one side and then slowly come up to a sitting position. Okay, beautiful. So just finding your comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones. Feel free to sit on a cushion or blanket if you'd like to. And we'll take our fingertips to the shoulders and then just some circles here with the elbows. Loosening up your shoulders. Just notice if you're holding any tension or tightness here tonight. And then reversing the direction. Beautiful. And then releasing that will bring the shoulders up around the ears. Exhale through the mouth, let go. 2 more. Beautiful. And once again, just roll out those shoulders, really loosening them up. And then doing circles with the wrists. And in the other direction, we'll shake out the arms. Beautiful. And just placing your hand on the floor beside you. Let's inhale, reach the arm overhead. We're going to take one deep breath here, just anchoring down through both sit bones, opening up through the rib cage. Again, creating more space for the breath. And slowly coming back up and then over to the other side. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. And then coming back up, we'll tilt the head to one side, lengthening the neck. And slowly back to center, over to the other side. Slowly back to center, looking up at the ceiling, opening your throat, and then to center, chin to chest, and to center. We'll turn to look over the shoulder, and to the front, other side, and to the front. Beautiful. Let's come onto our hands and our knees, having our big toes together and the knees nice and wide. We're going to move straight into circular cat and cow. So let's start by drawing back toward the heels, and then inhale, lead with the chest toward the left, and as you exhale, round the back, coming back towards the right. And just keep that going, circling up towards the left, rounding the back towards the right. Again, we're using the breath to determine the speed here. Allowing the breath to guide your movement tonight. Just listening to your body. And now reverse the direction. So inhale up towards the right, and then exhale back towards the left. And continuing at your own pace. One more round. And now we'll come back toward our heels, coming to resting child's pose, keeping the knees nice and wide. If you can, bringing your forehead to the floor, or you can rest your head on your rolled up fists. And we'll take some deep breaths here. Noticing if the breath has deepened at all since the beginning of your practice. And as we're here, we're getting into the hip flexors at the front of the hips, opening up the hip flexors or the hips. Well, let's come onto our hands and our knees now, bringing your knees and feet to hip width apart. We're going to extend our right leg out, right toes on the floor, and then just draw that right heel back, stretch through the calf muscle. And lower down, we'll take it to the other side, extending your left leg out. And then lower down, and then just curling your toes under, including your little toes. And you can either stay here on all fours or walk your hands towards you and come to sit on the heels, just stretching out the feet, connecting to the toes. Again, if this is uncomfortable, just stay on all fours, or you can stand up on the knees. Taking one or two more deep breaths here, stretching out the feet. Beautiful. Come back onto the hands and knees and just very gently tapping out your feet. Let's inhale our right leg up in the air behind us, and then exhale, taking the knee toward our nose and then stepping the foot up between our hands. Taking a moment here, leaning into the lunge, just make sure knee is not going past your ankle. And if we want to make sure that the hands touch the floor here, particularly the left hand. So if you need a book or something to place underneath the hand, feel free to do so. And then we're going to inhale that right arm up into the air. Take the right arm forward, and as you exhale, let the arm sweep down towards the floor. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, down towards the floor. Let's do that for 2 more breaths. Really connecting into that right shoulder. Nice fluid movement. And then on the next inhale, just reaching that right arm straight up. And then exhale to lower the hand down to the floor. Beautiful. From here, rising up off your hands, we'll interlace the fingers on that right thigh and maybe sink a little deeper into our lunge, just checking the knees not going past the ankle. And just letting your shoulders be relaxed here, your jaw soft. Feeling the sensations underneath the right foot, being aware of the left foot. And now let's lower our hands down and step your right foot back, coming onto the hands and knees. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift your chest, and then exhale, rounding through the whole spine. Let's inhale our left leg up in the air behind us. Exhale, knee toward the nose, and then stepping that left foot up between our hands. Taking a moment, taking a moment here. Feel free to pop a block or book or anything underneath the right hand if you need to. And then we'll inhale, left arm up, reaching it towards the front, and then exhaling it down toward the floor. Inhale, up and around, exhaling down. 2 more times at your own pace. Nice fluid movement through that left shoulder. And then reaching that left arm straight up. Exhale to lower it down. We'll lift up off our hands, interlacing them onto the left thigh. Maybe sinking a little deeper into the stretch. And just taking a few nice deep breaths here. Again, the shoulders are relaxed, face is relaxed. Beautiful. Let's lower the hands and then step the left foot back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, round the back. We'll come all the way back down into child's pose. On the inhale, we're going to rise up to stand on the knees, taking the arms nice and wide. And then exhale, bringing the palms together at the heart. Inhale, reach your arms back up. And as you exhale, bring your right arm forward and your left arm behind you. We'll try to keep both hips facing forward if we can. And then inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, reaching up. And as we exhale, coming back down into child's pose. Just taking 1 deep breath. On the inhale, let's rise up to stand on the knees, opening the chest. And then exhale, palms come together at the heart. Lowering your hands, let's slowly come up to a standing position. Taking your time getting here. Beautiful. Okay, so just having your feet hip width apart. We'll take one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly, and just closing your eyes. And just taking a few moments to tune into your breath in this position. Again, just by having our focus on the breath, naturally it starts to deepen and slow. Beautiful. Let's open up the eyes, lower the hands, and then on the the inhale, we're going to rise up onto our toes and spread the arms out. Strong belly. Exhale to float back down, lower the hands. Inhale, let's rise. This time exhaling into a twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale to center and exhale, lowering down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, so you don't have to come onto the toes if it's uncomfortable for you. We're going to keep the belly drawn in, nice and strong, strong through the core. Coming back, exhale down. So 1 more round at your own pace. Lowering down when you're ready. We're going to inhale to reach our arms up above the head and then exhale to fold forward. We're going to spread our arms out wide and come halfway up as we inhale. Long spine, strong belly. Exhale, folding forward. Let's do that again. Inhale, come halfway but arms out wide. Exhale down, 1 final round. Inhale, strong belly, really draw it in. Exhale down. Keeping the knees soft, we'll inhale and slowly rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, lowering the hands down beside us. And circling out the shoulders, coming up towards the top of the mat. And inhale, reaching your arms up above the head. On the exhale, folding forward. This time, place your hands on your shins or thighs. Inhale, come halfway. And exhale to soften. Let's take our right foot back, lowering the right knee down to the floor. And then we'll inhale both arms up above the head. On the exhale, right arm reaches forward, left arm opens back. Inhale, both arms reach up. And exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, arms up. We're going to do that 1 more time on each side. Exhale, right arm forward, left back. Inhale, up. Exhale, left forward, right back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lowering hands, coming into Ardha Hanuman, half split pose. Remember, you can always bend the knee here if you need to. And rather than drawing back like this, we want to try to have a straight line from the right hip down to our right knee. And then soften forward. We're going to take our left foot back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And then exhale all the way down, child's pose. Nice deep breath here. From here, looking up at your hands, we're going to slide forward onto our bellies. Bringing your forearms and hands to the floor in front of you. On the inhale, gently lift your chest, keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. Sphinx pose. Taking a few moments here. Strengthening the muscles of the upper back and at the same time bringing some circulation into all the organs in the belly. And let's slowly lower down. Bringing your hands by the shoulders, we'll come back into child's pose. From here, coming onto the hands and knees, inhale the right leg up in the air behind. We're going to take our right foot forward, keeping the left knee down. On the inhale, reaching your arms up above the head, crescent lunge. On the exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale. exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, arms up. Once more on each side. And then on the next exhale, we'll lower our hands down to the floor and slowly extend through the front leg, Ardha Hanuman. Again, intending to have a straight line from left hip to left knee. Breathing into the stretch. And then let's soften forward. We're going to curl our back toes under, lift off the back knee, and then step forward into a forward fold, keeping some softness in your knees. On the inhale, lengthen your back, halfway lift, and exhale to soften. Breathe in, let's rise all the way up, palms come together, and exhale, hands at the heart. And just lowering your hands, closing your eyes, and just taking a nice deep breath. And just feeling the effect of what we've done so far. Good, and slowly opening up the eyes. We're going to take our weight onto the right leg, finding a spot to focus on in the floor in front of you. And then as you breathe in, we're going to reach our arms up and lift the left knee up into the air. On the exhale, take your left leg back, arms reach back, warrior three, keeping the core nice and strong. Breathing here. We're going to let those left toes touch down to the floor. We're going to come into a high lunge, so if you can, just on the ball of the back foot. So having all the toes pointing forward. Remember, you can always do your low lunge here instead. We're going to reach the arms up above the head. Nice deep breaths here, lengthening through the crown of the head, tuning into how this feels in your body tonight. And I'm going to give you a few options with the arms now. So we can do, well, firstly I'll show you eagle arms. So we're going to take our left elbow on the bottom, bringing our right elbow on top, either back of your hands touching or palms touching. The other thing you can do is just bring your hands to rest on your shoulders, or you can do your prayer hands as well. So you've got many options. So just choosing what feels good in your body tonight. Breathing here. You can, if you are in eagle arms, you can experiment with lifting the elbows slightly. Beautiful. We'll take one more breath, whichever option you're in. And then we're going to release our hands, inhaling the arms up into the air. As you exhale, carefully folding forward over that front knee. On the inhale, reach your right arm up into the air and see if you can really reach it back so you're getting a really nice opening through the shoulder. And then on the exhale, lower the hand down to the floor. We're going to either step back into down face dog, or you can lower down on the back knee and then come down into child's pose. So choosing your option, taking a couple of nice deep breaths. Those of you in down face dog, just coming to the knees and then into child's pose. So we're all in child's pose. From here, we're going to slide forward onto our bellies. And once again, coming to Sphinx pose. So forearms on the floor in front of you, shoulders are down, lifting your chest, breathing here. If any of you want to take it a step further, you can walk your hands away and straighten your arms, but keep your shoulders down. Extended Sphinx pose, so just listen to your body. And then we'll all come back to our forearms, then bring your hands in front of you and your forehead to rest on your hands. And then bring your hands by your shoulders. We'll move through the knees, coming back into child's pose. Taking a nice deep breath here. From here, coming onto the hands and the knees, we'll inhale the right leg up in the air behind us. And then take your right foot up towards your hands. Feel free to use your hands. And then step your left foot up, forward fold. Let's inhale to reach our arms up above the head, palms come together. And then exhale, hands at the heart. Beautiful. And lower the hands. Let's take a breath before we do the other side. Nice and strong through the left leg now. Find your focal point. Inhale, right knee comes up. Exhale, warrior three. Strong core. Remember, you can always take those right toes down to the floor. Listening to your body. And now we'll all lower those right toes to the floor. Finding our high lunge. So again, if we can, all the toes are pointing forward. Reaching your arms up above the head. Checking knees not going past your ankle. And now you can take your option for the arms. So if you're doing eagle arms, taking right elbow on the bottom, left on top, and then bringing the backs of hands or palms together, or simply holding onto the shoulders, or prayer hands. Breathing. If you are in eagle arms, you can experiment with raising the elbows slightly. And now let's all release our hands, inhaling the arms up above the head, and then slowly fold forward as you exhale. Breathe in and lift your left hand up into the air. Take it nice and wide open here. And on the next exhale, we'll lower the left hand. Now from here, remember your option to either step into down face dog or lower down on the back knee first and come onto the hands and knees and into child's pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths wherever you are. And now we'll all meet down in child's pose if you're not already there. And now we're going to slide forward back onto our bellies. This time keep your hands by your shoulders with the elbows tucked in. And then we'll inhale into cobra pose, keeping everything below your belly button on your mat and your shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lowering down. Now this time we're going to take our arms down beside our bodies, turning your palms downwards and just coming to rest on your chin or your forehead. And on the inhale, we're going to lift just the right leg up into the air. As you exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, down. We'll do 2 more on each side, keeping the legs straight. once you've completed that, just keeping your arms and hands and chin and forehead on the floor, we're going to see if we can lift both legs at the same time. So as you inhale, gently lifting up both legs, so we're strengthening the muscles of the lower back, strengthening these muscles, the hamstrings, and then relax. We'll turn the head to one side and then give your legs a wriggle. Really floppy, relaxed legs now. Letting the body just surrender into the floor for a moment. And then bring your head to center, hands by your shoulders. We'll come back into child's pose. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. From here, coming onto the hands and the knees, we'll inhale the left leg up in the air behind us, and then taking the left foot up towards the hands, curl back toes under, and then step your right foot forward, forward fold. Breathe in for halfway lift, and exhale to soften. Let's come all the way up to stand, palms together, and exhaling, hands at the heart. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do one more warrior three on each side. So bringing the weight onto your right leg. Inhale, arms reach up, left knee comes up. And then from here, bring your palms together at the heart. I'm going to take our left ankle to rest on the right thigh. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can always do your tree pose, bringing the foot to the thigh, calf or ankle. So choosing your option. And if you're in figure 4, so if your ankle is resting on your thigh, you can experiment with bending through that left knee. Bending through the right knee, keeping your left foot flexed. Beautiful. We're going to come back slowly up to stand, and then crossing your left foot over your right. So your legs are crossed, and then inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Now holding onto the elbows here, or you can bring your hands to the lower back. This gets right into the right hip, and as well you're getting a nice stretch through the back of the right leg. And now bring your hands to your hips. We're going to slowly and carefully come back up to stand, uncross your feet, and then just shake out the legs. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do that again. So let's bring the weight onto the left leg now. Inhale, raising the arms, right knee comes up. Exhale, hands to heart, right ankle to left thigh, or find your position for tree pose. Listening to your body. If you're in figure 4, feel free to bend through the left knee, keeping the right foot flexed. Most important thing here is to breathe. So as soon as we stop breathing, it sort of tells the body we're not safe. So just finding position that feels safe to your body, so you can breathe. And now we'll cross that right ankle over the left. Inhaling, the arms go up, and then exhale, let's fold forward. Take a hold of the elbows or hands to hips. If this is uncomfortable, then just uncrossing your legs. Let's take our hands to the hips and slowly roll back up to stand, uncrossing the legs. Again, let's give them a bit of a good shake, or a good shake after that. And then keeping your feet at hip width apart, breathe in to reach your arms up. On the exhale, we'll bring our hands to rest on the lower back. Breathe in, gently open your chest, draw the elbows toward each other. And then on the exhale, Release, bend through the knees, chair pose, arms reaching up, pressing down through all the toes. Breathe in, let's rise, and then exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthening through the back, long spine. Exhale, soften here. We're going to take our right foot back, lower the knee to the floor. Take your left foot back, coming onto the hands and knees. Breathing in, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, all the way down for child's pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Now slowly walking your hands towards you, sitting up on the heels and then taking the legs out. Beautiful. Let's come straight into cobbler pose. So soles of the feet come together, sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful. Just taking a moment here to lengthen through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, extend forward from your hips, deepening the stretch. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes, maybe even let the head soften. Now slowly we'll come back up to a sitting position and then just extending your legs out wide. Sitting up on your sit bones. Remember, you can always sit on your blanket or a cushion here. And just slightly active through the legs, so just having your toes drawing towards you. And we're just going to walk our hands out in front of us, stretching through the inner thighs and the back of the legs. Just go as far as feels comfortable here. Try not to force anything. We're going to be feeling a stretch but no pain. We're going to hold this for a few breaths so we can really allow the muscles to find a little bit of softness here. Letting the body get used to this stretch. And just notice where you're feeling it mainly. If it's uncomfortable behind the knees, then just bending your knees slightly. Notice if you're feeling this stretch, the back in the hamstrings or in the calves or in the hips or the back. Couple more breaths here. And then slowly walking your hands back towards you. Gently taking your left foot to the right thigh and then just sliding your right hand down the leg. Anywhere it lands is fine. And inhale the left arm open. And then if you'd like to, you can reach that left arm toward your toes overhead, but we want to keep a bit of opening through the chest here. Now you don't have to do anything with that left arm. You can always just let it rest on the lower back or even on the left knee. And then we'll slowly come back up. Extending the leg, we'll take our right foot to the left thigh. Slide the left hand down the leg wherever it lands. Inhale, right arm opens. And if you'd like to, take it over toward your toes, keeping your chest open. Or you can bring the hand to the lower back, whatever feels good for you here. This can be quite an unusual position for the body. It's not something that the body might be used to. Let's slowly come back up. Beautiful. And And then just bringing your legs gently back together and give them a little bit of a wriggle after that. Keeping some softness in the knees, we'll inhale both arms up, and then from the hips, they're folding forward, letting the hands land where they do. As you can see, I've got my knees quite bent here, so I really want to focus on lengthening a bit more in my spine, in the back. So just listening to your body, experimenting with what feels comfortable tonight. And then we're going to walk our hands toward us, coming back to seated, relaxing the legs, bringing the hands behind you for our gentle counter stretch. Inhaling, heart to sky. Exhale, relax and look forward. 2 more times. And now we're going to slowly make our way down to the floor, keeping the knees bent. And just gently rocking your knees a little bit side to side, just a small movement. And then coming back to center, extending your right leg up into the air. We'll interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, drawing the leg towards you. If you want to go a bit deeper, bring your hands behind the calf muscle. If you can, keeping that right leg as straight as feels comfortable. One more breath. And then we're going to take the right ankle to rest on the left thigh, right foot flexed. Draw the knee away from you. And then you can either keep your left foot on the floor or interlace your fingers behind your left thigh or on the left shin, drawing the leg in, staying relaxed through your upper body. Staying here for a few deep breaths. Again, we're just taking this time to let the body absorb the stretch, the benefits of the stretch, allowing the muscles to get used to this, giving them permission to relax. Beautiful. We're going to release this side now, bringing both feet to the floor. And then extend your left leg up into the air, interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Or maybe moving them up towards the calf, keeping the leg straight, as straight as you can. And now let's bring the left ankle to rest on the right thigh. Left foot flexed, keeping the right foot on the floor, or interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh or on the shin. Nice deep breaths here, stretching out that left hip, the left glutes. Slowly we'll release this side. Bring your hands to your knees and your knees to your chest. Let's do some circles, massaging your lower back. and reversing the direction. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, bringing your feet to the floor, you're going to come into relaxation, the final relaxation. So you can either extend your legs out long, or if it feels more comfortable for you to keep the knees bent, you can. Or if you have something you want to prop underneath your knees, like a blanket or a cushion, or if you want to pop your socks on, whatever you need. Once you've found your comfortable position, allowing your eyes to naturally close, and just feeling yourself dropping into your inner space. Letting your body become heavy on the floor, sending signals to the nervous system, to the digestive system, to the whole body that you're safe and it's safe to relax. Taking this time to release any remaining tension that's ready to be released, allowing it to drain away, feeling yourself becoming lighter and clearer. And we'll rest here in this space for the next few minutes. gradually start to come back to the room, wriggling the fingers and your toes, maybe moving your ankles and your wrists, having a stretch, reaching the arms back and lowering them down. You can gently bend your knees and then slowly roll onto your side. Coming up to a sitting position. Beautiful. And let's just bring the palms together at the heart and just tuning back into yourself. And then taking this with you into the rest of your evening.